Hello, hello. Use. Hello. If you're here, can you let me know in the chat if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Can someone let me know in the chat if you can hear me? I think I figured out what the issue was, why you couldn't hear me on the last two streams, but if you could just let me know in the chat. Okay, great. All right, so I restarted this live like 3 times. I figured out what the issue was. I was still connected to my headset and I wasn't using my headset, so the sound wasn't going through. All right, so we're good. So we're just starting 30 minutes late, but so today I'm going to be doing some spring nail art inspired by these cuticle oils. These cuticle oils are by Shop NBM. I had the information in the description box, but I had to restart this live several times. But if you're interested in purchasing these cuticle oils, they're available today. They're limited edition spring scents. $12 each, but you can use my code Teri10 for 10% off your purchase. They smell so good. They have real flowers in it. It's by a small woman-owned business. They're like really nice. You can hook them onto your purse or whatever. So we're going to be doing nail art inspired by these cuticle oils. So I have some nail polishes that kind of match each one, right? So let's get started with the nail art since we're very behind. Yeah, sorry y'all. I had the information in the description box, but I had to restart the live. So if you're interested, it's just www.shopnbm.com and you can find these. I'll put the information in after the live too. if you're interested in that. But let's get started with the nail art because I'm really behind. So let's get started. So we're going to be doing some spring nails. So flowers. I was saying in the first live that I broke this nail like right before I started the live, like a couple minutes before. So I had to file down that nail. So it might be a little bit, it is a little bit shorter than the other nails. But we're just going to have to work through it because I don't have time to file down all my nails so they're the same length. So we're just going to roll with it today. Today has been a day. All right, I'm starting off by painting my base coat. This base coat is by KB Shimmer. It's a ridge filling base coat. It's called Feeling Groovy. It is a little bit tinted. But I really like to use this base coat. Not for like the ridge filling properties, just because, I don't know, I like the fact that it's a little bit tinted. I feel like it makes my nail polish coverage better. All right. Also, I think there's something wrong with my camera, my phone camera. So if you see like flashes of purple, I don't know, something's going on with my camera. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm gonna let that base coat dry for a few seconds. So my idea for this nail design is I want to do a couple nails French tips, but like a yellow French tip. Yeah, can y'all see that purple? I'm so mad. I think my phone is messed up, but we're just gonna roll with it for today. So I'm gonna do a yellow French tip on a couple nails, and then I'm gonna do like daisies. Man, this camera is really messing up right now. Okay, there it goes. We're gonna do like daisies and then some roses with the pink. Okay. So we'll see how this turns out. I have an idea in my head. We'll just see if I'm able to execute it. Let's see, which nails do I want to do the French tip on? I was initially going to do it on these two, but since this one I broke it. Let's see. I'm definitely going to do it on my ring finger. So I like to just freestyle French tips. I like to follow the white part of my nail. So I just use the nail brush and I'll remove as much nail polish off the brush as I can. And just kind of rotate my nail. And I'll go in with the detail brush later to like make it look a little bit better. But I'm gonna let that dry for a second. I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and do all the yellow French tip on all the nails. I don't know, we're just gonna go for it. And we'll see how it turns out. I'm sorry, I haven't even been looking at the comments. Let me see what we have here. Is it linked on your YouTube video? So I had to restart this live. I had everything like in the description box, but when I restarted it, I didn't put all the information back in. I'm going to add the information at the end of this live, like once it's uploaded onto my channel. I'm going to add the information, but if you go to shop let me just put it in the chat. It's shopnbm.com is where you can get these little cuticle oils. I'll zoom out in a second. And you can use code Teri10 for 10% off your purchase. That is an affiliate code. All right, so I add the information to the cuticle oils in the chat. I'll talk about them a little bit. So I've been doing PR for Shop NBM for maybe 4 years now. It's a woman-owned small business, and she creates the cuticle oils herself. Like, she's based out of New York. And yeah, I've been using her oils. I love them. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to you if I didn't love those oils. I've literally been using them for years, and they've helped so much with my nail growth and my nail health. And they're just beautiful. Like, this one's my favorite out of the collection. It's a 3 like spring collection. So this scent is chamomile and fresa. It smells so good, y'all. Like, this is the best smelling cuticle oil ever. This white one is jasmine and gardenia. Again, I'm sorry about my camera. It's broken or something. And this is rose and sandalwood. If you don't like strong scents, like the pink one's probably going to be your best bet because it's like a very light scent. But my favorite is the yellow one. And I'm doing nail art to match those cuticle oils. So we're starting off with this yellow French tip. Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to go in with after that dries a little bit, I'm going to go in with a liner brush and like make the French tip look better because I know I just kind of like freestyled it. But don't worry, we're going to perfect it a little bit more. I am using regular nail polish, by the way. Like, this is not gel. It's regular nail polish. So I created a poll to ask you all if you use cuticle oil. I'm about to end it. I was just curious. Everybody should have some cuticle oil, and you really should use it regularly. It really helps with your nail growth. So if you're struggling with like peeling nails or nails that won't grow, like cuticle oil will be your best friend. It adds moisture to your nail and really makes them long and strong. And it just makes your nails look better overall. Like, your nails won't look dry and crusty. Uh-oh. I wasn't even on camera. Sorry, y'all. Just going and outlining it. Yeah, so like I said, when I do my French tips on my natural nails using nail polish, I just use a nail polish brush and just follow the white part of my nail. Then I go back in with a liner brush and try to make it look a little bit better. But honestly, we're going to be covering it with flowers, so I'm not too concerned about how perfect it looks. I'm actually not concerned about that at all. I just want it to roughly look like a French tip. Because all right. This is what we have so far. I'm going to clean up a little bit later. Like, I know I have some polish on my skin. I'm going to wait to the end to clean up. All right, so my thoughts are I think I'm going to put like a daisy, like kind of towards the top where the French tip is. I'm going to do like a daisy flower on top and then like a couple roses on the bottom. I don't know. That's the idea. I feel like I never come on here with like a solid plan. But this is how I do it in real life. I just like experiment. And sometimes I like my experiments, sometimes I don't. And this color, if you're wondering, is Pippa by Zoya. It's just a yellow cream nail polish. All right, so I'm trying to decide if I want to add a top coat and then do the flowers. I think I actually might do that. But I actually feel like I need another coat of yellow. I'm going to do another coat of yellow because I feel like there's some spots that are still kind of streaky. So all right, I think that looks better. So that's the base. All right. I think while that part is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do my roses. I'm gonna do some roses like at the bottom of the nail. I'm using this pink. It's called Maddie by Zoya. It's just a light pastel pink. And I'm gonna zoom in. Hopefully I can see that good. All right. So these roses are like pretty simple. I actually haven't done them in a while, so I'm saying they're simple, but we'll see how they turn out when I do them. I need okay. I'm just using a dotting tool, and I'm gonna dip the dotting tool in the pink and just kind of like dot around. I don't want them to be perfect circles. I want them to kind of be like, you know, uneven blob type things. So like that. I just kind of made a whole bunch of dots on the nail. All right, I'm gonna start with 2 for now, and we'll see how that looks. You can always add more later. Same thing here. Just dipping my dotting tool in some pink and just dabbing these big circles on the nail. These are gonna be roses. And let them dry a little bit. All right. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just do roses on these nails and then the daisies on the other nails, because I feel like if I do both on the same nail, it might be too much. I don't know. Oh my gosh, my camera's really bothering me. Sorry if you're seeing a purple flash. I think my phone camera is messed up somehow. I don't know. So it's reflecting purple every now and then. So please excuse that. I'll have to actually use like a real camera next Thursday for the live. But I didn't have time to pull that out and set it up. All right, so now I'm taking a darker pink on my liner brush. And you're just gonna do kind of like a little dot in the center. And then you're gonna do like little curves around. Like just little curves around that center point. And that's your rose. Like I said, super simple. It's not anything intricate or detailed. You just have like a center point, and then you just kind of like have little curves around that center point. And that's your rose. We'll go back and add like some leaves later, so it'll look a little bit better. But it's super simple. All right, I'm gonna do that on this nail too. So just like a center point. You can either do a point or like a little small C, and then you're just gonna like paint C's all around. My nail polish is kind of drying up. So, but yeah, just little C's all around that center point in the middle. Uh-oh. I kind of touched my yellow part. I kind of touched my French tip, but it is what it is. All right. If you have any questions, you can just put it in the comment section and I'll try to answer it. I'm trying to look at the chat. All right. I kind of connected that. But honestly, you really can't mess this up. Like, it's just random C's on a circle. Like, anybody can do this. And then you have your little roses. I'll have to find a green later so I could add some leaves. But for now, we're going to leave it here. And then I'm going to move on to the daisies. So I'm taking white. This is Zoya's Purity. And we're going to, I think they're called daisies. I really don't know the name of flowers. I'm sorry. If they're not daisies, then whatever it's called. But I'm just going to create a little line here. Hold on. I have too much nail polish on my brush. Let's see. I'm going to do it a line this way and a line this way. And then this way. Maybe I'll just do 6 petals. So now I'm going to take like a blob on the end of my brush and do the blob at the top and kind of pull up to make it taper out at the end. Hopefully y'all can see that. There's like a blob on my brush. And then I put it on the where I did the line and then kind of pull up when I get to the center. Oh gosh, I'm hitting my tripod. All right, so put the blob at the end and then pull up. So it's skinnier in the middle. This is really hard to do while trying to stay on camera. Let's see. Bob. Then this last one. I don't know where my line went. All right. Hopefully y'all can see that. I need to fix this one right here. All right, and then I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit and then we'll add the yellow part in the center. And just so y'all can see, I have like a little palette on the side where I put the nail polish. And then I just dip my liner brush into it. And I'm cleaning, let me zoom out a little bit. I'm cleaning my brush in pure acetone like every now and then because the nail polish dries pretty quickly and it'll just get caked up on the brush. So you want to make sure to keep it clean. All right, this is what we have so far. All right, and now I'm gonna do this nail the same way. So just to show y'all, well, I'm putting white on white, so y'all probably can't see, but just add a little bit of nail polish on this little palette. This is like a tile, like a kitchen tile or whatever I got from Home Depot or Lowe's or something. But I just use this as like a palette. All right, so I'm gonna start off drawing the lines. My tripod, I keep hitting my tripod, so I'm sorry. All right, so I'm gonna do like thin lines so I can kind of get an idea of where the petals are gonna go. All right. And then I dip my brush and have like a little ball on the end and put that on the end of the line and pull up. I'm trying to even them out a little bit because they're a little bit uneven. All right, so there we go. All right. I feel like I need to fix my French tip. All right, so I'm gonna go back with the yellow and just add a yellow dot into the center of those white flowers. Using a dotting tool. Let's see if I have like a, well, this will work. All right. So I'm just gonna add a dot in the center using a dotting tool. So this is what we have so far. What do y'all think? Do y'all have any suggestions? And again, we're trying to do some nail art to match. Let me zoom in. To match these cuticle oils I received as PR. These are available now. They're spring cuticle buddies. And we're doing some nail art to match them. And when I say cuticle buddies, that's what they're called. But they're just cuticle oils, portable cuticle oils that you can take with you. All right, I kind of want to add some like leaves to these roses. But then at the same time, I don't, because I don't know. We don't have a green cuticle buddy. So maybe I'll just leave it like this for now. I don't know. Should I add some leaves to the roses? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do my thumb, because I haven't done that yet. I'm going to go back with my yellow and do the French tip. like I said earlier in the video, when I do French tips on my natural nail, I usually just follow the white part of my nail. And I usually do it with a nail brush. And then I go back in with the liner brush and kind of like smooth out the lines if I feel like I need to do that. Mm-hmm. The pink. Thanks, Kylie. It's funny you say that. It's actually not intentional. The glow is not intentional. It's actually my phone camera is doing something weird. So I don't know if like I broke my phone camera or something, but every now and then it does glow like this pink glow, and I don't know why. So, but thank you. I'm glad it adds to the design. But it's definitely not intentional. Okay. So, give me a second. I'm going to try to find a green nail polish. I want to add some leaves in between these roses. I think they'll look better. So I'm just going to let y'all stare at the cuticle buddies for a second while I find a green nail polish. All right, I'm back. So I just found this one on my rack. It's like a, I don't know. It's called Pistachio. It's a pastel green. And this brand is no longer around anymore, so I'm not going to focus too much on the brand. No, I don't think I like this color. It's giving like a grayish green once I put it on the palette. I need to find another polish. Sorry, I'm trying to show y'all the cuticle oil, but it's not working. 1 second. That's kind of a matte. I don't know. This one might be too bright. Let's see what this looks like on. All right. I feel like this one's going to be too bright, but we're going to work with it. Oh, can't see. Okay. I'm just going to add. It's really just some dots around. Just kind of make it look like leaves. That's funny. They're beautiful even without the glow. Thank you, Kylie. I appreciate it. I'm so upset. I was so mad that my camera was broken. I don't know what I did to it, but I'll have to figure that out before the next live. All right. I wonder if I add this dark. Let's see. You can't really see that. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to my thumb and let everything dry on here, and then I'm going to clean up and then add the top coat. But I need to finish my thumb. So we're going to I'm going to try to make the French tip look a little bit better by going in with my thin liner brush and I don't know, just trying to go around the edges. It is slightly uneven, but all right, that's good enough. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna do another coat on the yellow. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the roses at the bottom of the nail. So again, I'm taking my large dotting tool into this light pink nail polish and just kind of dabbing. I'm gonna make these roses a little bit bigger. On my thumb, since I have more space. And I'm gonna do 3 instead of 2. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a second and go back up to the French tip to do another coat of that yellow. Just to kind of make sure it's has good coverage and is not streaky. All right. All right. So this pink is Maddie by Zoya. And again, I'm using just regular nail polish. And then I'm taking this darker pink called Christy. And I'm going to be using that to outline the roses. So I'm taking my liner brush. And for the roses, we're just going to add kind of like a small C in the center of the pink circle. And then do C's. Do little C shapes all around. All the way around. Let's connect that one. It does not have to be perfect. These are just super easy roses. If you're watching this live, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Just hit the like button for me real quick. All right, so those are our roses. And I kind of want to add like one of those white flowers on this nail too, just because we have more space on my, or I have more space on my thumb. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. All right, again, I like to create an outline first. Just to kind of give me an idea of where I'm putting the petals. That's the rough outline. All right, that did not come out the best, but is what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad about my camera. Sorry, y'all. There you go. All right, so this is the design. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. Oh, I need to add the flowers or the leaves between these roses real quick. Then I'll go ahead and clean up. All right. All right, so I'm taking my little dish. I'm cleaning the nail polish out of it. And I'm just gonna put pure acetone in here. And I have a little paper towel to the side. And I just clean up around the nail. So since I do use pure acetone to clean up, I definitely need this cuticle oil. But I'll do that at the very end. But it just adds all that moisture back into my skin and my nails after using this pure acetone, which is really drying to your skin. But I find acetone is like the best way to clean up around your nails. It just gives it like more of a crisp look than using like regular nail polish remover. So sorry. I got some in the corner here. All right, everything should be pretty dry now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my top coat. I'm gonna use Seche Vive. This is a gel effect top coat. It's not a gel top coat. It's a regular nail polish. It just gives it like a gel-like effect, but it also dries really quickly. Which is why I really like using it. I'm gonna start with this now. Definitely added way too much to that nail. So when I apply my top coat, I like to have a lot on my nail brush, and I try to just go over the nail art once because I don't want to smear the nail art. If you start going like back and forth over and over again, you can smudge your nail art. And I've had that happen to me way too many times. And it's so sad doing all that work and then it's ruined because you smudged it at the end. So I just try to swipe over it one time. And I try not to drag the brush through the nail art. and cap my edges. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry. Again, I'm doing nail art to match these cuticle oils. I'm trying not to smudge my nail as I show you these cuticle oils. They're called Cuticle Buddies by Shop NBM. If you're interested in trying them, they're available today, limited edition. They have real flowers inside. These cuticle oils smell amazing. The yellow one is my favorite. But I do have a discount code, Teri10. It's an affiliate code. It gives you 10% off your order. And if you're looking for some good cuticle oils, highly recommend. But yes, I did this nail art to match those cuticle oils, which I will be applying after my nails dry. And yeah, I just have to apply a top coat to my thumb. I'm kind of hesitant because I feel like it's not dry yet. I feel like I'm going to mess it up. So I'm actually going to wait a few more minutes for that. But yeah, this is the end of the live, y'all. Thank you so much for dealing with my issues that I had with the sound and stuff like that. Yeah, my name's Teri. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the live. I teach you how to do your nails at home. So I do regular nail polish mostly, but also do videos on press-on nails and gel nails. So if you're interested in learning how to do your nails at home, yeah, subscribe. And join me next Thursday at 7, not 7. Join me next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll do another nail art tutorial. And I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.